Hello, my lovely little humans. Today is Monday and I am back to work and I'm so sad. I've had 13 and a half months off with my lovely little boy, and one, I feel incredibly lucky to be in a position where I was able to do that, and two, I'm feeling very lucky to have such an incredible little boy that going back to work is hard. Yeah, I miss him so much. He's at the childminder today. And I miss him. I miss his little face and his wee noises, and yeah, the house feels very quiet without as you can see, I work from home, which is a delight. I'm currently on my lunch. So I've just whizzed Winnie around the block and thrown a wrap down my throat, and I am just about to get back to it. So when I logged on this morning, I had 2,922 emails. I know, right? It's a lot. So this morning, I've managed to get through about half. I'm on 1,352 currently. So I'm hoping a lot of these are just like more rubbish and I can just kind of plow through them. And then, yeah, I've already got a to do list. So we'll try and work through that. Yeah, I will give you a reading update. I am currently reading Heavenly Bodies by Imani Eriu. Eriu? Eru? So I have literally been reading this for about 3 weeks at this point. I am well and truly in a slump. I'm not sure, like I say, what is causing it, if it is life, if it is Rebel Witch that's killed me off, if it is just one of those things. I don't know. I've been really struggling to read, so therefore really struggling to make any sort of content. I was about 122 pages or something into this, and that had literally taken me a fortnight. And I was like, I think I'm just going to unhaul it and DNF it at this point because it's so boring and I have no idea what's going on. And I'll just sell this because I know it'll sell really, really quickly. Then I watched Becca in the books and she read it as part of her, like, do I like romantasy series? And I thought, no. She loved it. I usually love what she loves. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to go back and just start it again. So I've went back and I've started it again. I'm enjoying it way more this time round. So since then, so that was on Friday. I think it was Friday. I'm now on page 229, which is chapter 30, and we're about just over halfway, and I'm loving it. I'm so glad I went back to the beginning and started it again. I think my problem was when I started reading it, I was going through a lot, and it was the anniversary of my little boy's death. So I wasn't really reading. I was maybe reading maybe like 4 pages here, 7 pages here, and I was just falling asleep. So I wasn't really like keeping track of it, but I've I've properly been reading it, like actively going to my bed early to pick it up, and if Finn's been napping and I've not had anything to do, I've been picking this up. So I'm really, really hoping that I'm going to continue on and love the ending. So I will keep you posted. I don't think I'll get much reading done, obviously, today. Maybe I will have an early night tonight though, because I am tired. It's the first time I've set an alarm, like an actual alarm that wasn't a screaming child, in 13 months. And wow, was that a rude awakening. I just about shot out my bed because I got such a fright with the alarm going off. And yeah, not for the faint hearted. So I am tired. So I think I'll put Finn to bed tonight and Jack's at football. So I'll tidy everything, organise everything for tomorrow, and then I'll head to bed and read. So hopefully I'll be able to manage a good chunk of stuff there. That's that. I've still not even jumped back into my Audible, but I might do that this week while I'm working. I can just have it in, which is what I used to do before I came off on mat leave. So yeah, that is me. That is my updates. And like I say, bear with me. Bear with me until I can try and work out what these weekly vlogs are going to look like going forward. Other people do it, so why can't I? And yeah, I'm gonna keep going, and hopefully you enjoy what I can show. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Anyway, but yeah, I suppose it's a bit more realistic of a booktube life that isn't like full time content creation. So yeah, I will take you along for the journey, and I hope you enjoy. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It is early. It is 8:30 and I have logged on to work and checked my emails, caught up with things that I missed after I logged off last night. So now I'm just going to sit and eat some breakfast and drink my cup of tea. Finn had me up at 4 this morning. I think it's separation anxiety. When I picked him up yesterday from the childminder, he was so happy to see me, which is obviously lovely. And we had a really good evening with him, but trying to put him down to sleep, he was just so he wouldn't settle. And every time I went into the room he wanted to like hold my hand, which is incredibly sweet, but at the same time, like, do you need to sleep? So I think when he woke at 4 he was like hysterical. So yeah, I think it's separation anxiety, if I'm perfectly honest. I ended up just bringing him through with me because I just don't have it in me to fight him. So, yeah, I just need to get through this week relatively unscathed. Although it has made me incredibly tired because I don't sleep very well when we co sleep, just because I'm so aware that he is next to me. But yeah, so I've logged on. Like I said, I'm about to have some breakfast. I've got granola with yogurt and strawberries, a nice big cup of tea here, and yeah, I can give you a little bit of a reading update while I'm here as well. I didn't get as much reading done last night as I hoped with Heavenly Bodies. There we go. But I did get through some of it. I'm on page 263, so I think I read about 50 pages or so. And yeah, I'm really, really loving it. I wish I could actually read some more for like longer periods of time because it's brilliant. Fingers crossed I can manage a little bit more tonight. But oh, yeah, I had loads of vintage parcels to parcel up, so that kind of took priority. I've still got half of the books to put on from my unhaul, so I'll get that done at some point this week, hopefully. But yeah, I'll take my vintage parcels down on my lunch break and get those dropped off. But that's it really. I like I say, I've been up since 6. weeks, I like got Finn ready, made him his breakfast, that sort of thing, got him ready. And then I walked down to my mum's. He's with my mum on a Tuesday, so I took Winnie with me, so it means that she has had a decent walk. Yeah, I'll take her out again later on, just for like a little top up. But yeah, so that's my day. I'm incredibly tired. So yeah, I need to go and get some breakfast and have some caffeine, and then I will catch up with you. Good morning, troops. How are we all today? It is Wednesday, and I have started work. I just came upstairs for a jumper, and I saw Winnie lying like a riot. Oh, my baby. Look at her, she's so cute. Will we tell the people what happened last night? So, little Winnie here. Yes, you rolled in something stinky, didn't you? So we had to put you in the bath last night. Any other Whippet owners will know baths are not the one for Whippets. They hate it. So I'm surprised she's even letting me this close, to be perfectly honest, because she wasn't very happy with me last night. But it's fine. She's going out her walk today with Amy. Which is the dog walker, so she'll get over it, I'm sure. But yeah, so that's that. Today is my Friday. Yesterday was a long day. Yeah, it just dragged massively, and I'm not for that life. So I'm hoping today is slightly better, but I have a feeling it's not going to be, because I think I'm even more aware now that like I'm nearly finished for the week, and although I could be wrong, who knows, but I've got my breakfast again, cup of tea. I've logged in, checked all my emails and stuff, and nothing much to really action. So we're going to sit and eat this. I've got a team meeting this morning, so we'll do that, and then we'll just see where the day takes us. Last night I read a little bit more of Heavenly Bodies. Ugh. There we go. And I can now say I'm fully invested, which feels really good. It only took me 311 pages to get fully invested, but we're here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna actually, it's given like maybe 4-star vibes. I don't think 5, but definitely a high 4. Although I will wait and see what the ending is. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to get a good chunk of this done today. I'll read it tonight. Jack's out tonight, so it's just me and Finn. And yeah, that's it. I'll take you along as always. It's going to be a pretty chill one today because Winnie's out her walk, so I don't need to walk her today, and I will just be sat here patiently working. But yeah, how are you all? How are you all doing? How's your week going? yeah, I'm tired today. Finn didn't sleep well last night. He was hysterical from like 2 till 3, and then after trying to settle him like 4 or 5 times, I was like, do you know what, just come through with me because I need to work today. And sometimes you just have to admit defeat. So I admitted defeat and brought him through with me, and he slept until I woke him up at 6:30, 7:15. So I'm very tired, as you can tell, but it's my Friday technically, so it's fine. So yeah, I'll catch up with you in a bit. Hello, my lovely little humans. It has been a minute since I gave you a kitchen update while I was sorting things out for Finn, so I'm just making him his little lunch to take with us. So we're going to swimming today with our friend Lois and her little girl Nora. I'm just sorting out a packed lunch. He's going to have some peanut butter toast. We've got, let me get a knife. We've got some leftover mango from our tea last night. I'd made a chicken mango curry for him in the slow cooker just because obviously I was working and that was nice and easy. We're cutting up some sugar snap peas for him and some tomatoes. I try not to give him too many tomatoes because I find them quite acidic for him. So they sometimes give him a bit of a sore bum. But I am trying to like up his vegetable intake. He's really good at fruits, but vegetables can always be a bit of hit or miss unless it's cucumber, which like is fine. But I really like raw veg, like peppers and sugar snap peas and things like that. Unfortunately, he doesn't like peppers at all. I've tried him loads with it, but you know they can be a bit of an acquired taste. So I'm trying. I'll try again. It's not an issue, but yeah. So for yogurt, I picked up these amazing little reusable yogurt pouches. Finn loves yogurt, so but the actual like squeezy yogurts that you buy in the shop, I only ever buy the collective dairy stuff because it actually has nothing bad in it. If you look at most of like these squeezy yogurts, they've all got something called maize starch in it. And what's that? Why does it have to be in a yogurt, especially for a kid? All that there should be in yogurt is yogurt, like live yogurt and fruit. So that's why I like the collective dairy ones because they don't have any of the rubbish. But I don't have any of the collective dairy ones left because he's had them in his lunchbox for the childminder. So I do have these. They've brought out little pots. So this is a mango one, and obviously that's not gonna fill. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it into a little dish, and then I'm just gonna add some Greek full fat Greek yogurt to it, so that there's a bit more sustenance. We'll just add that in there. Give it a wee mix. Put the lid back on this. Let's see. Now, sometimes you have to kind of play about with the consistency of Greek yogurt to actually be able to get it in the thing. So I have a little collapsible funnel. I know what is life, eh? This is how us mums do it. This is what we're doing in life. It works though, so you know, needs must sometimes. So, right. So yeah, it's a bit thick. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a tiny little bit of water to it just to loosen it up a wee bit. That's better, because you want him to, like, I don't want him to struggle to get out of the pouch. Yeah, right, pop our funnel on. Totally aware you can't see this, but I'll show you once I'm done. And yeah, you just scoop your yogurt in to the funnel. There we go. So you can see there's now some yogurt in it. Just pop the lid on, and that's that. So one homemade squeezy yogurt. Full responsibility for that hack, but it came from TikTok, as all the best things do. So yeah, we'll do that for his lunch. So he's got that. I should probably give him something extra savoury wise. So I'll maybe just take him some biscuits, or I've got some breadsticks, I think. So maybe just take them. Let me get his toast out. That's what we're doing today. We're going swimming, and then we will need to walk Winnie at some point. So we will do that. Maybe see my mum if she's around for a walk. She works today, but she works from home. So yeah, we'll do all of that. And like I say, I'll try and take you along. I'm so happy to be off. I'm delighted that I managed to do my first week back at work, but yeah, it was hard. I was tired last night. I did get some reading done though. I think I took a wee clip to show you, but I'm really proud of myself. I didn't have a mental breakdown, which is always a total win, because you know, it can be tricky. It can be tricky being going back to work after all this time, and you know, it's not for the faint-hearted, really. So yeah, I'm incredibly proud of my wee self that I managed, and that it all went okay, and I didn't have a total meltdown. So you know what they say, total small wins. Small wins. Just gonna see how next week goes. I'm sure there'll be some other things to keep me occupied and in store, but you know, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I work for a charity, and I really love my team. My team are phenomenal. So at the end of the day, that is the most important thing in my eyes. As long as I like the people that I work with and I can get some form of enjoyment out of it, yeah, I'm just hopeful that that is what happens, and I can just take things from there. I'm aware actually I'm just rambling. Literally, this is like a 9-minute clip. So yeah, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. I probably actually should give you a bit of a reading update before I do anything. So I have read a bit more of Heavenly Bodies, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I would say I've only got about 30% left. Like I managed to read a decent whack last night, but just under 100 pages, I think. I'm doing fine. It's definitely better now that I've gotten into it, and I think I've maybe cured my slump slightly. Because let me tell you something, that slump was slumping. I still don't think I'm fully out of it, but I'm trying, and that's the main thing. So I don't even think I've given you like a bit of a blurb about this book. So I need to get my shit together. I'm currently editing this vlog, and the last clip that I took, I'm literally rambling. Rambling about life and work, and yeah, it's just a bit of a mess of a clip. Anyway, the end of the clip, I go into starting to tell you all about Heavenly Bodies and what it's about. And then I get like midway through it and I go, do you know what? My brain's not working. And I just end the clip. And that's the last clip of that week that I've taken. So I'm here to give you a proper kind of rundown on what Heavenly Bodies is about, and then I actually finished it that weekend. So yeah, I actually finished it that weekend, so I can give you my review once I've done that. So Heavenly Bodies is a romantic fantasy. It follows our main character Alara, who is kidnapped by a neighbouring kingdom and has been brought to their kingdom to be used as a weapon. She channels 3 powers. I don't think any of this is spoilers. She channels 3 powers, and the neighbouring kingdom has heard that she is the only person that can kill a star. So basically the whole story is based on like zodiac and stars or gods, and yeah, it's quite a complex magic system, but it's very well done once you kind of get into it. So anyway, she's been kidnapped by this neighbouring kingdom for them to basically train her as a weapon to enable her to kill this god slash star. And it is her kind of journey through that, and then the relationship with the king's son, who is being tasked with training her. So it kind of like goes on, and we kind of see Alara and Enzo's relationship develop over time, and then obviously there's big kind of action scenes and that sort of thing, and yeah, it's a great book. And that kind of swiftly goes on to what I thought of the book. I actually ended up adoring it. I gave it 5 stars. I think on reflection, looking back at it now, which was maybe about, I think I finished it about 10 days ago, something like that. And I think looking back at it now, I probably would give it like a 4.5. But at the time I was like, loved it, 5 stars, we're giving it 5 stars. And I thought it was brilliant. Like I say, the magic system was really intricate and very unlike anything I've read before. The twists and the turns at the end I didn't see coming, and I loved it. I thought it was really, really well done. I'm really looking forward to the next one. I feel like this one has definitely like set the tone. You know, sometimes with like fantasy series, book 1 can be a little bit of a slog, but once you get to the end, you're like, oh my god, I'm invested. I need book 2. That's kind of how I felt. I felt like it was good and I really, really enjoyed it, but I feel like book 2 is going to be even better. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that coming out. I think it comes out in November time. I've maybe got that wrong, but yeah, so that is my update for this reading vlog. I have been slowly kind of going through all my clips and putting together vlogs here and there, so you should be getting a bit of a more regularly scheduled upload to kind of try and catch me up, and then hopefully I will be able to get back to what I was doing before and do like a 1 video in the week and then a weekly vlog on the weekends, but we will see. Let me know how long you like vlogs. What is your like preferred length? Like the longer the possible, because I'm aware I've been churning out like really, really long vlogs, but if you guys prefer like shorter ones, I can also try and do some of those. Let me know. I'll maybe actually put a poll up on my Instagram to see what people think, and hopefully that will help me going forward. But yeah, if you have made it this far, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We would love to have you here in my little corner of the internet, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye.